Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm Gamesplaining Flashpoint. In this video I'm going to explain the family rules for the game. We'll go to the second video to add the extra elements which make the full version of the game. I have the board set up as the full version, so just be aware of that. There are some elements on the board that won't exist in the family version. What you're trying to do is save 7 people. So the people are shown on these markers. 3 of them are in the building at any one time. In order to save them, you need to get one of your firefighters to the marker. The marker will then be flipped over to show if it's a person or if it's blank. If it's blank, that will then just get replaced at the end of the turn. If it's a person, that person will need to be rescued. We rescue them by getting them out of the building to one of these spots. Once they're rescued, we will place them up to show that we have rescued them. Anyone who dies in the fire will go onto the other side of the board to show that they have died. If 4 of your victims or points of interest get killed from fire or whatever during the game, you have lost the game. Also, if all of these black markers are put out onto the building will collapse and you also have lost the game. You'll notice there are a few markers around at the moment. They are walls that are not destroyed, but has taken some damage. You can start in any point around the board. So for example, this guy might be starting over there. This guy might start here and this guy might start there. On your turn, you will have a number of action points. You'll have 4 action points actually in the family game. With those 4 action points, you'll be able to do a number of things. You'll be able to move. Moving costs you 1 action point of your 4. So say this guy was here, he can move that direction or that direction. Obviously can't move through walls. That would cost him 1 point, that would cost him another point. If he was in the hallway, to move to this point where there's fire, it would cost him 2 action points. Once he's in the building, if he's managed to get to this point, he would flip that over. See, that's a person. So now he can move to the next spot, but that's going to cost him 2 action points to do that. As soon as you get this guy outside, he's now rescued, and a new one would then be rolled to see where they're going to turn up. It would cost him 1 action point to open a door. So every one of these markers is a closed door. That's now an open door. That costs 1 action as well. Say my firefighter is there. It will cost him 1 action point to turn that fire into a smoke. It will cost him 1 action point to turn that smoke into nothing. Or it would just cost him 2 actions to remove the fire marker from the board. This wall marker already has 1 damage marker on it. This guy could chop his way through. It would cost him 2 action points to do that and add a 2nd damage marker to the wall. Why would he do that? Because there's now 2 there, that now acts the same as a door. So he can now move through there, or at least put that fire out and then move through. Once each person takes their turn, so let's say we were on this guy's action. He's taken all 4 of his actions at the moment. We now advance the fire. What that looks like is rolling the 2 dice. We're looking for 6, which is this line here, and 5, which is that spot just there. That's where we've advanced the fire, turns to smoke straight away. What happens now is because this one is next to fire, that will just turn into fire once we've done all the advancing. If that was the roll, this is the point where the fire should advance to. There's already fire there, which means we're going to have an explosion. An explosion causes fire to happen in all 4 directions. So we'll get fire here, we'll get fire here. There's a wall here, so the wall now takes 1 damage. There's fire here, which causes a shockwave, which causes a shockwave, which throws fire outside. If there was only the 1 damage to that wall, that would suddenly become 2. If this one caused a shockwave, it would cause this door to disappear and basically open, and that's a way through now, and fire can get through that hole as well. So if our fire caused that one to turn into smoke, at this point, so we've worked out the fire thing, because this is in the same room, that now turns into fire. If our firefighter was standing there and smoke went onto that, that would not be a problem. If it flashes over, this guy is now down and will be removed. They're then put in the closest ambulance recovery space as the crow flies, which is this one here, they can then keep playing from that point on their next turn. If that firefighter happened to be carrying a victim, the victim would be lost. So pretend this one was there. That victim is now dead. Once that turn is over, we then go, oh, there's only 2 victims on the board. We roll for a placement of a new one, which is 1-8, which is over here. And we put the new one in there. We keep going until we get 7 rescued or 4 have died. And that, my friends, is the game. Now you'll notice there's a whole bunch of stuff on the board that I haven't spoken about. I will talk about that in the next video, which will be the advanced rules. So please go ahead and have a watch of that so you can understand what's going on with the rest of the stuff. Or go on to watch the playthrough. I'll play with the advanced rules so you can probably see most of the stuff happening there. Okay, if you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at thegamesplainer to see what games I've been playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.